Back to the charts, Big Boss Crypto, and today we got huge exciting news regarding Swift and Chainlink. As you can see right here, Swift unlocks potential of tokenization with successful blockchain experiments using the power of Chainlink. And we'll take a deep dive into this document right here and basically explain how Chainlink CCIP is the key behind Swift's network, and also why such huge and powerful people like Larry Fink, Klaus Schwab themselves are hugely bullish on Chainlink, and we'll see trillions and trillions of dollars flow into Chainlink in the upcoming years. So without further ado, let's look at the charts. All right, so shout out to this guy called David Miller at CryptoDavid underscore on Twitter for compiling this information, and do that to follow him because he covers great Chainlink news firsthand. So as key right here, new Swift press release. Swift reports all experiments performed were successful connecting Swift with both private and public chains using Chainlink CCIP protocol. And was kind enough to provide a link in the tweet right here. And I'll provide the link as well in the description of this video. And as you can see right here, Swift unlocks potential of tokenization of successful blockchain experiments. Take a look more right here. Basically, they leverage the Swift network and Chainlink CCIP protocol to create the experimental solution, and that work was simulated entirely by Swift and Chainlink. And if you take a look at this document right here, the project participants were basically ANZ, which we've covered before on this channel, basically with their involvement in Chainlink, BNP Paribas, BNY Mellon, Citibank, and many, many more. And also, as you see right here, they provided a great chart right here with basically the use cases. Swift's the bank's connected to Swift's network, which is then connected to Chainlink CCIP, which is then connected to all different kinds of blockchains, such as the Ethereum blockchain, the Avalanche blockchain, which is a great project as well. And it really shocks me that today that this piece of news didn't like break the crypto Twitter space at all, because basically, as Larry Fink has said, that tokenized markets is the next generation and is basically the future, as we see right here on this chart, by the Boston Consulting Group, one of the biggest consulting firms in the world, very smart guys, where they basically provide this chart right here of tokenization of assets be worth at least $16 trillion by 2030, which is a highly conservative forecast, as the best case scenario is $68 trillion, which is huge. And I mean, if you take a look at where we're at right now, at basically $0.6 trillion at 2023, I mean, the gains will be astronomical. And thanks to Chainlink CCIP protocol, which to explain as easily as possible, it basically connects real world data and basically all kinds of agreements that we have today to the blockchain networks, basically through Chainlink's Oracle networks. That them are connected to any types of blockchain, like we've shown you before with the Ethereum blockchain, Avalanche blockchain, for example, and basically generates all kinds of real world events and outputs that are wished in an agreement. So this will basically transform and revolutionize business and all overall, and we will see obviously huge growth, especially to Chainlink when looking at this chart and basically the big agenda that Larry Fink says, which, and if you don't know Larry Fink, is he's the CEO of BlackRock, one of the most powerful people in the world. And not only that, I mean, we made this before on basically Klaus Schwab, for example, explaining why he loves Chainlink and why Chainlink is the key for the fourth industrial revolution and basically revolutionize business and agreements overall. And if you want to see that video, we'll provide a link on top of the screen right here. But anyway, this is the book right here that he wrote, Shaping the Future of the Fourth Industrial Revolution, which ironically has the Chainlink logo, and nothing is a coincidence with these kinds of people. And basically, if you take a look right here, he basically said right here, smartcontracts.com, the former name of Chainlink, provides programmable contracts to do payouts between two parties once certain criteria have been met without involving a middleman, which is huge. And these contracts are secured on the blockchain as self-executing contractual states, which eliminates the risk of allowing others to follow through on their commitments, which is very relevant and true when looking at the recent bank failures, for example, and basically scandals like, for example, with FTX and Terra Luna. So basically, smart contracts prevent that, and without basically trusting a certain middleman that you don't know if they have the right agenda, you can instead trust on the technology. And this is huge, basically, as we see right here, the positive impacts: increased financial inclusion, explosion in tradable assets, like I showed you with this chart before, basically with trillions of dollars flowing into the blockchain, as all kinds of value exchanges can be hosted on the blockchain, better property records, and much, much more. Especially this part is increased transparency. So I truly believe we are at the beginning of something huge right here, like I showed you before with this chart right here. And basically, with the power of Chainlink CCP, we will see true revolution in every kinds of all kinds of aspects that we live, basically. That's all from me. Thanks so much for your time. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, leave a dislike if you didn't. Now, please note this is not financial or investment advice. This is only for educational and entertainment purposes only. This is Big Boss Crypto, the realest of the real crypto YouTubers. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Big Boss out.